Hello, in this tutorial we're going to talk about the Net Promoter Score, otherwise known as NPS. And I'm in a demo account here in Opinionmeter Survey Manager, and I've already created a Net Promoter Score demo survey. And I'll go ahead and edit this and show you how this would look. So I'm here in the Create Survey Wizard, and I've created a survey. It's an 11-question survey, but in question 7 you'll see Net Promoter Score. So this is a Net Promoter Score question. Let me go ahead and edit this and show you how we created it. The Opinionmeter Survey Manager has a Net Promoter Score question type, which is great because when you do your reports, it will automatically know, hey, this is an NPS question, and it will calculate your NPS score for you, which is really cool. So we've selected NPS, or Net Promoter Score, as our question type. We've selected English as our primary language. We can deploy this in a display format of buttons on the screen, or a drop-down menu or a slider, either way. I'm just going to go ahead and use the slider for now because this is important. If you're going to deploy this to a mobile phone or a tablet as well as an online survey, you may want to use a slider opposed to buttons just because it takes up less screen real estate. You can select your scale. 0 to 10 is the most common, but I've seen 0 to 7 as well. Here's where you can put in your extreme labels, the left and the right far extreme options. So the left would be not likely that they would recommend, and the right would be very likely they would recommend you to their friends and colleagues. So let's go ahead and save that. And why don't we preview this? So you'll see we have a number of options to preview. Since our system's HTML5 compatible, we can go PC browser, mobile phone, tablet browser. So let's go ahead and tablet. And we had a few questions before the NPS question, so let's just skip through those really quickly. And by the way, these colors that you see in the Opinionmeter logo and the background colors and the fonts are all you can customize that to your own branding within this survey manager. So here we are. How likely would you be to recommend Opinionmeter to a friend or colleague? Very likely or not likely. And you see you get a value of 0 in the far left extreme and a value of 10 in the far right extreme. So that's how the interface looks. Let's jump over to reports quickly and show you how our reports work. So let's go ahead and create a report. Well, I'm not going to create an analysis report. Let's show you here we have actually a special Net Promoter Score report. And if I go to Create Report and select the survey I'm working with, why don't we just use this one? Actually, let's use this one because there's more data. And I can go ahead and run a summary or cross-tabulation, trend, or compare locations if I had multiple locations of this survey, and it will calculate for me my NPS score. So while that's rendering, oops, I didn't click it. There we go. We can talk more about the question of the Net Promoter Score. The most traditional is, how likely would you be to recommend your company or product or service to your friends or colleagues? And like I said, the 0 to 10 range is the most common. And the far left are the detractors and the far right are the promoters, and in the middle is the passive. So you'll see here this is an intermediate step when you're running a report to calculate your NPS score. You can drag this to wherever you want the system to calculate. And if you read the books on the NPS, they recommend only 9 and 10. If they score from 0 to 10, which is actually 11 points, 11-point scale, they have to be 9 or above to be promoters. It's pretty strict. Or 6 or above, 6 to 8 to be passives, and 5 or below are detractors. So let's see what this generates for us. And you can slide those to wherever you decide to, have the cutoffs for the various detractors, passives, and promoters. So here we have a very small sample of 10. This is a summary report, so it's giving us all the data in the entire survey. And here you'll see in question 7, we have, based on where we put those sliders, 9 and above for promoters, 6, 7, 8 for passives, and 5 and below for detractors. We had 6, that's why it's green, 6 promoters. We had 2 passives and 2 detractors, and you'll see that proven true here in the frequency column of the actual questions. That gives us a NPS score of 40. So that's nice. It gives you that calculation automatically. And that's the advantage of using the Net Promoter Score question type when you design your survey, so the system knows when it comes to reporting that, hey, this is an NPS question, and now I can use my calculations to derive that NPS score for you automatically. So that's a quick overview of how you can design your survey using NPS and also run your reports using the NPS score calculator within Opinionmeter Survey Manager. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.